This week is a little bit of a different adventure. We're going on a very, very short trip. And after we moved to the Kootenays, we realized we need to do something a little differently. One of the things we had to do differently was our shopping habits. While our little store here in the Kootenays is usually quite well stocked.
It is.
Occasionally there's things we need that they just don't carry. So we have to go on an adventure. And we went to the Costco that is in Kelowna, 6 hours away.
Yeah, it was just under 6 hours away. So that's quite the trip, but it's the closest one to us.
And the point of this was to stock up for the winter because we had thought that the winter was going to be much more severe, much more colder than it actually has been so far.
Yeah. So this is how our trip to Kelowna went for our stock up for the winter.
Good morning. We've actually been up for a while. I already went to the garbage dump. And we are on our way to Kelowna to hit Costco. And Brent's just watching the entertainment over here. A bunch of people came off the ferry and pulled over, including a Cruise Canada van. Then the Cruise Canada van decided it wanted to go.
And he got blocked in by 5 other cars. And there's another one. Why are these people all pulling over?
I don't know.
It's baffling.
Oh, well, they're trying to, maybe they're going to get coffee.
Maybe.
It's a convoy.
Oh, Jeep's decided to pull into a parking spot. Wow, what a revelation.
I know.
And people are just moving ahead. Nobody knows what they're doing.
I think they're all together, though.
I don't know. Oh, if that guy wants out, so 2 cars moved ahead. Oh, that guy's going to take a parking spot too. Or is he just going to pull up beside the other guys?
I don't know. Anyways, we're going on the ferry.
Yes.
And we're going to head over to Kelowna and do a Costco shop. And we're going to hit the Home Depot while we're there. Because we're going there. And the only other Home Depot is the other direction. And it...
There's no Costco in Cranbrook.
Yeah, there's no Costco in Cranbrook, so yeah. Well, here we are in Kelowna, and I'm going to show you the hotel room that we stayed in because we didn't bring our trailer with us, although we probably could have because the roads were fantastic yesterday. So we're just going to go inside. Poor guy's walking over and he's like, I don't want to go there. So this is the lighting in the room, not great. So this is not ideal for doing makeup. I should have brought my portable mirror and done it by the window. Anyways, there's a couple of reasons why RV life was just something I really got into. I hate staying in hotels. I really do. The bed was okay. The pillows were fine. But, so we have dogs. And so there's a pet fee, $25 a dog. And they don't have a restriction at this hotel for size of dogs. Some hotels do. Anyways, and they had a $200 deposit. Now, that seems outrageous to me because my dogs are not destroying things, but I guess there are those people who their dogs destroy stuff. So that was really annoying. I mean, you get the deposit back, but still, I just think it's overkill. That's my thought. Anyways, the other reason I am not a fan of staying in hotels or motels or whatever this is qualified as, there was, I think, a child upstairs. There's a child next door to us barking like a seal. Kid has a cold, so it's that deep guttural cough. And so this is sounds, and I could hear every time someone used the washroom, you hear all these noises, and it just, so that's my thing, why I don't care to stay in a hotel. But that's me. It was, you know, your average hotel, but yeah, just all the other people making noises and walls being paper thin is not my idea of a good day. So, on that note, we're going to check out, and we are going to head over to Costco and get that job done. Well, we did the Costco shop.
Oh, did we ever?
We'll show you what we got in the back of the truck. I forgot to grab the camera before we were so busy loading the truck.
Although I did plan ahead for it. It worked out very well. And everything actually fit in the bins and the coolers that I had set aside for it.
I'm just gonna go grab a couple things and some lunch at Safeway before we head home.
And a bunch of ice.
And ice.
Lots of ice.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. It's gonna go this way.
Continue on British Columbia 97 South for 1.5 kilometers.
Okie dokie then. Safeway is done as well. We've tucked things into all the little corners. So, let you look what's in the back of the truck. It is stuffed. We got 2 propane tanks in there. So we got the dog food bin. So this cooler, I think that's just drinks. We got our big white cooler. We got 3 of these black bins with yellow lids. They are all full of dry goods and whatnot. While I was in town, I picked up 2 bags of dog food. We're basically out in the bin. Some Diet Coke. And what do we got going on over here? Oh, we picked up some Halloween candy, and hopefully it lasts until Halloween but doesn't get eaten. Yeah, we'll show you when we get home. Oh, and then poor Bailey's squished again. Big bag of toilet paper. You didn't get any paper towel, did you? Oh, we apparently don't need it. Anyways, so we're gonna go get some fuel and head out of here and head for home. Well, we made it back from Kelowna. It was a little bit of a interesting trip, to say the least.
Absolutely, it was.
So we had decided that because we had the 2 tanks of propane, not to go back across the ferry because they don't like it when you carry more than 1 tank.
Yeah, they frown on people carrying more than 1 propane tank and 1 gas tank.
Anyway, so we decided to take the long route. And the road was really fantastic most of the way.
Yeah, until one point.
So at Castlegar is where you decided to, you're either going to go up to Nelson and cross the ferry, or you're going to stay on Highway 3 and carry on.
And that would be taking us over Kootenay Pass through Selmo. And since we still had the 2 propane tanks, we didn't want to fight with any of the, or argue, shall we say, with any of the ferry staff. We decided to take the long route. And, well, we had an adventure there, that's for sure. So Miriam took over driving in Christina Lake. I was a little bit tired, so she took over. She doesn't mind driving at all, so we both drive.
Yeah, and we didn't have the trailer with us, so that was a no-brainer. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so as we are heading out past Castlegar, the weather started to change a little bit.
Then we headed south through Selmo, and then we head east on the Crow's Nest Highway towards Creston. That's when it
really
when things got interesting, shall we say?
Yeah, and we had left Kelowna probably around 2:00, so this was probably around 5:30. So, being how it was in the fall, it was getting a little bit dark, and by the time we got to the Kootenay Pass, it was very dark. No streetlights on that pass. Go figure.
Oh, what are the chances?
Anyways, as we headed through, it started raining really, really hard. And whenever I had the opportunity, because there was really nobody else on that road.
No.
I think they knew something we didn't.
Well, it was 8 degrees, so the rain was fine, but it started raining harder.
Yeah.
And as we climbed in elevation, the temperature dropped. So
By the time we got to the top of the Kootenay Pass, there was snow, it was windy, it was blowing, and at one point there was a tree down on the opposite lane going the other way. Didn't impact us. And whenever I could, and when there was like passing lanes and stuff, because there was nobody there, I decided to use the passing lane instead of the curb lane, because I wasn't sure where...
yeah, there's some pretty sharp cliffs around that area.
You know, and not all of them have like a barrier on the edge of the highway, so I decided to take the safe route and stay on that inner lane when I had the opportunity.
Absolutely had to. I was white knuckling it.
Yeah, so Brent was a little nervous. Anyway, so we managed to make our way down to Creston after the Kootenay Pass, and we stopped and picked up fuel and headed back home. And we got here and unloaded everything that we out of the pickup box, and you saw how full that pickup box was, onto the deck. And then we
Well, we put most of it in the cabin and took some of it into the trailer because we were still living in the trailer at the time.
yeah, so yeah, that's kind of how it went. And let's take you inside and show you what we have there. So yeah, we did a good job.
Yes, it was a very, very large shop. I've never done a large one like that. We've come close to it, but never anything like this. But we were prepared. So I took these extra bins, had all the empty bins out, and we just threw those on our pallet jack.
No,
or a cart.
It was a cart.
Pallet jack cart. The big flat cart that you get at Costco. That's what I threw this down on. And then we had the large 80-liter cooler as well. And that's what all of our meats went into and anything that needed to be frozen or chilled. Mm-hmm. So we got all that taken care of.
Yeah, so that's inside, and the freezer is full. And I need to take one of these Vectors in my cereal for the morning because my one is empty.
Yes.
Anyways, we're gonna get this all sorted, and then
Back to work.
back to work it is. So that's all we wanted to share with you this week.
Give us a thumbs up if you like what you see.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Ring that bell for those.
Bye bye for now. This week's adventure is a little different. We're going, hang on. Okay. So this is how our Costco trip adventure in Kelowna ended up looking like. Blah, do that again. So this is how our Costco trip that went to Kelowna.
Let me start that. So this is how. Okay.
So after we got through Creston and we were heading out towards the Selbo Pass, the weather kind of changed a little bit.
Actually, we went through Castlegar, through Salmo, and then to the Kootenay Pass.
But
You said Creston.
oh, whoops.
Cut.